Good morning, everybody. This is Pastor Patti with your Friday morning check-in for June 12th. Well, it's almost the weekend, and it's been a good week, I hope, for all of you. I've heard a lot of people talk about, oh, they're being tired, which I hear it. Our daycare staff has been back full time, some of them working some extra hours just to keep things rolling. And I know that it gets tiring after a while. It can be tiring going to work, it can be tiring just being at home all the time. Sometimes we forget that and we forget to take that time for ourselves. So I was reading a devotion for myself, and it was called How to Follow and Love Jesus When You're Drop Dead Tired. Now, I'm not saying I'm drop dead tired, but I know many of you feel that way at times because even sometimes when we were sheltered in place here, that it was tiring just to be home and not have a normal routine. There were many times when Jesus was tired in his travel on this earth. After his cousin John the Baptist was killed, he really just wanted to go off and be by himself. Many times he wanted that. And the crowds just didn't give him that opportunity. The disciples returned, from one of their trips, and they were tired, and people just kept coming to Jesus. And what did they do about it? Oftentimes the disciples would start to turn them away and Jesus would bring them back. And, one of the things I was thinking about as I was just praying and studying on this is, one of my favorite stories is when Jesus is with the crowd of people and they send the children away. And he says, suffer the little children to come unto me. The picture we have is of this lovely, beautiful moment where the children just walk up and sit quietly. I don't think that's reality, my friends. I think the reality is that wherever Jesus went, it was loud. There were people excited to see him. The children were children there as they were here. And I don't think Jesus got a lot of rest, nor did his disciples. So how do we take care of ourselves and be able to worship and follow Jesus? Well, one of the things we have to remember that in today's society, as we're looking at the outbreaks around the country, we're looking at the political drama, we're seeing the negative comments about different ethnic groups and different groups of people, that we need to remember that that can also be exhausting if we feed into that and we read it constantly. I have to shout out to Dom Schwartino in the midst of all this drama, and I know he has his personal opinions. He has really been an icon for me to look up to in the way he has taken time for himself over this time, and now he's ready to go back to work today, and we're going to shout out to him because he has really worked hard for the state of Pennsylvania and getting the hairdressers and things open. And he's tired, but he hasn't stopped serving his Lord. He has shown what it means to be a Christian in today's society. And we can do that even when we're drop dead tired. Taking that time to love those people who are hard to love, to respect the people's opinions that we don't agree with or don't understand. And when we're just really, really tired, to take a step back and get that rest. The Bible verse I shared with you today is that Jesus will give you rest. You need to make sure to listen and you need to make sure to take it. So, friends, I hope you have an awesome weekend. It looks like it's going to be a nice one. I hope to see you in church, either online or in the pews, whichever works best for you. And I just hope that as we're working through all of this and you're feeling tired because you haven't been able to go places, that you take that time that you need, but continue to serve God and love the Lord the best that you can. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.